I'm not even sure what to say. I'm just not gonna bother with an intro or whatever. Might do some mild editing, that's about it, but pretty sure everyone is well aware by now that YouTube's monetization policy has basically bent everyone over and force-fucked them in the ass. And I am not joking, because that's how I feel, because I am severely kind of butthurt over the whole news. Where do I even begin? Lately, I've been feeling kind of down and all that. Actually, it's not just been lately, it's been a while. I've mostly been fooling myself into thinking that I wasn't. But yeah, when YouTube forcibly took away my monetization because I didn't have 10,000 lifetime views, I thought, okay, it's workable. I just put out some videos. Decent amount of videos, get that up there. Easy peasy. Granted, I've never actually made any money off of YouTube. Well, technically, I've made 17 cents. Over 3 years, 17 cents. And it wasn't until I thoroughly looked through the analytics and all that when I realized that there were actually two different pages for analytics, surprisingly. One shows the revenue that YouTube has made. The other shows the revenue that you have made. And basically I concluded that for every dollar YouTube makes, you get 1 cent of that dollar. So over a 3-year period, give or take, YouTube made around 17 bucks off of me. A little over that, actually, because like I said, you get 1 cent for every dollar. So yeah, not a whole lot, and definitely not enough to cash in. But even then, I told myself, that's okay. I do this because it's my hobby. This is what I enjoy doing. Then, basically, the news came that everyone who had less than 1,000 subscribers and less than 4,000 hours watched per year would no longer receive monetization. And honestly, that just kind of hit me like a bullet straight through the heart. Granted, I didn't. It's not granted. I did know that I wasn't gonna make it rich on YouTube or anything, but a little bit of cash wouldn't have hurt. But I never made it that far. I only tolerated it because I figured, you know what? I'll work my way up there. But now, no, I'm never gonna make it up there, and it's extremely discouraging because I got projects that I want to do, that I want to get done, and I can't do them if I'm worrying about my YouTube channel. And probably even by now, my YouTube channel's already probably gone dark on the notifications. So I don't even know if making this recording has a point to it, really, other than just get something off my chest. So yeah. Anyway. The worst part is that a few channels that I actually look up to actually said this is a good thing, that smaller YouTubers can no longer make any money. And it's kind of interesting because when I look at the situation with YouTube versus the situation in real life, YouTube has become real life. There's going to be a top 10% of people that gain all the benefits and perks that are promised to them, and then everyone below them get next to nothing. It's actually pretty sad. You see, for a while now, I've been fooling myself for a while, and it's like, okay, I'll put out a video now and then. Not a whole lot of people see my content, so it doesn't matter how much I put in, how much content I put out every month or every 6 months or even a year. But overall, I honestly can't keep this up because it's not fun to me anymore. YouTube was a fun hobby that I liked doing. I learned a lot so I could try to support my channel. I still got a lot more to learn, obviously, but the point was I was proud of the little bits of work that I managed to do for my channel. And it probably wasn't until Disney, well, the automated system technically, content blocked a video that I poured 3 days worth of effort into, and it got content blocked within seconds. At that point, it's like, shit, I can't even make a fun video. I didn't monetize it. I didn't even try to monetize it at all. I just wanted to have the video out there because I thought it'd be a fun thing to make, and even that just got ruined. Granted, this was a while back. This was before I started doing live streams. But to be honest, I'm not satisfied with my live streams. It's just slop together, really. It's just stuff that exists. There's really no point to it. And, well, like I said, it's not become fun anymore. I have hobbies that help me escape the cruel reality that I live in. And I do live in a very cruel reality. I live alone, which is preferred, technically, because I've had so much shit done to me by other people throughout my life that I prefer to be alone over anything else. And even then, I'm not actually alone. But I'm not going to get into that story. As for the whole situation with YouTube, the reason why I have hobbies, like I said, is to escape the cruel reality of which I live in. You could consider my hobbies as my lifeboats, so to speak, and that's just where I go to escape the hostilities, the dangers, and whatever, the unpleasantness of just existing in this world to begin with. And because of YouTube and all that, honestly, I think YouTube was probably my biggest mistake to ever start. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do for a while. But now it's all like the fun's gone, the water is seeping in, and I'm about to drown. That's how it feels. And honestly, I've actually found it very hard to focus on my projects because I'm trying to get a career started using my projects, and the whole point of it is to make money. That's really it. Like, I do put a lot of work and detail into my projects, but the point is, with one of my projects, I don't have enough information. I haven't studied it enough. I have a book here to help me with that, but I just haven't studied enough to make a damn thing with it. You can have a good idea for something, but unless you can give it a tangible form, it's next to useless. So, I've been thinking for the past couple of weeks. It's like, what do I do? Do I give up my projects and just eventually die? Or do I give up YouTube? Just try to immerse myself into my projects. Forget everything about YouTube, about my channel, about the monetization policies that's been enacted recently. Because I feel like that if I don't give something up that's become a hindrance to me, it's not going to go well. Like I said, my hobbies are my lifeboats for existing. And when the lifeboats have a leak and the waters of reality starts seeping in and I start losing oxygen, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to me. It's certainly not a good thing for my channel. So, pretty much what I've decided is I'm going to do what I like to call a death march. I'm not going to record anymore. I'm not going to put effort into my live streams. I'm not going to do my live streams. What I'm going to do is, I got over 50 raw footage on my system and it's becoming a hindrance. So I'm going to go ahead and edit those because I promised myself that if they were of decent quality, I would edit them and I would upload them. But I'm going to use the schedule system that YouTube has to queue up the content into specific times and specific dates and so on and so forth. And the reason to do that is so that a decent amount of activity gets started for my channel, so it looks like that my channel is active for a while, and then activity just ceases as if it had a heart attack and died. I feel like that's the most honorable way for my channel to go out, really. And honestly, if there is a point to making this particular recording, I would just say that, to let you guys know that I can't keep this up. I'm done. So yeah, if you guys like my channel, my content, thanks, I really appreciate it, but overall, YouTube has not been a very productive hobby. Reality is, people need money to survive. I don't have any money. All I got is SSI and food stamps. Do I like being on that system? Not really, because it feels like I'm depending on something else to keep me alive, and I don't like it. But at the same time, if I don't have it, I'm gonna die. So, a couple years back, I figured, you know what? I could live on food stamps and SSI until I have a career started and my project's finished, and make money that way. You know, that could be interesting, doing something that I like. And then it went from doing something that I like to becoming a chore. And honestly, I barely do my chores. I do eventually get around to my chores. Excuse me. But overall, I don't like doing my chores. I don't have fun with my chores. Heck, there's actually been times where I actually did my chores so I didn't have to do something else. Which is pretty sad, because that something else would have been a lot more fun normally. But yeah, I guess at this point it's just me kind of rambling. I guess I should probably cut it off soon. But yeah, I just figured I'd try to convey my thoughts, my feelings on the subject. And even though I didn't go into this expecting to make money, it still affects me to some degree. To a pretty big degree. And what's worse is that larger YouTubers, they're gloating right now. They're saying, yes, this is a good thing. This will save YouTube. And it's like, I don't know. Like, we've really depended on the monetization system for motivation for a while. Like, hell, I have. And it wasn't specifically so I would make money. It's specifically that I would eventually earn my way to making money. And that's what I found to be kind of driving me, really. Is that, hey, you know, if I do good enough, I could eventually make money. No, it's not going to happen. That's the reality. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to get the amount of subscribers. I'm sure as hell never going to get that amount of hours watched in a single year. And more than likely, you're not going to get any cash until that year is up, even if you do meet the criteria. So at this point, it's all like, yeah, I either commit suicide and give up my life entirely, which, trust me, that's not gonna solve my problem. Still gonna feel down even in another plane of existence, so there's utterly no point to committing suicide. And I'm probably gonna, well, actually, I guess I wouldn't get demonetized because I don't have monetization right now, so I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, just figured I'd try to explain my reasonings, and I think I've done a piss poor job, and it's going on 15 minutes already, so don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through an entire half hour like my usual videos. This is just something I just wanted to talk about, get off my chest, because it's been eating me alive for a while now, and I just have to do something. So yeah, if So yeah, if all of a sudden, I don't upload anything for a year or even 3 years from now, I'm more than likely still alive because I just have too much willpower to commit suicide. So, yeah, anyways. And so, yeah, I probably won't be uploading anymore after all of my recordings have been edited and uploaded. So, yeah. And I don't know how long it'll be that way. I'm gonna say until I find YouTube fun again. I probably won't, which is nearly indefinitely. So yeah, anyways, that's just my ramblings, my thoughts, my feelings on the whole subject. And yeah, no matter how you look at it, like, I try not to be political and I try not to bring problems and drama into my channel because I don't want that to be my channel. That's not what my channel is about. My channel is about having fun. It's about having fun. It's about playing games. Well, not just games, just having fun in general. That's what Feeding the Trolls is about, just having fun with random stuff. But yeah, it's not fun anymore. I'm not having fun. People are not having fun. And to those that say, hey, that's how you play YouTube. That's how you do the grind and all that. First of all, like, I know some people are saying, hey, this is just like how YouTube was way back when, 7 years ago. Well, I was using YouTube 7 years ago, not as an actual channel though. I was just a person who enjoyed watching videos on YouTube back then. And I gotta tell you, YouTube was laxed back then. You could upload anything you wanted practically, as long as it didn't have actual murder or actual sex or actual nudity for that matter. You could upload anything, AMVs, music videos, whatever. It didn't matter. You didn't have to get permission or anything like that, as long as you had changed specific stuff. No one had a problem with it. So no, YouTube's not going back to the way it was back then. And sure, I do agree that it wasn't easy to make money back then. Even before monetization, getting subs wasn't an easy feat. It's sure as hell a lot harder now. Because now YouTube has the whole suggestions and all that, and you're listed based on whether or not you're monetized. So monetized channels, they get the top listing right then and there. And as I know, YouTube is losing money and all that, and it's doing its own death march practically, but it's trying to stay alive while doing the death march, while in my case, it's going to be a means to an end, and that's the end of my channel, really. So yeah, that's just how things are. We live in a cruel, cruel world. And honestly, I really don't want to be in this world anymore. I don't want to have to worry about my YouTube channel anymore. I don't want to have to feel like that if I don't put out a video, my channel's not going to do well and all that. So, yeah. And to those who are in full support of the whole new monetization policies, I just got one final thing that I gotta get off my chest. I wish you all go die on a fire. But we all know that ain't gonna happen. Wishful thinking. Okay. It's going on 20 minutes now. I think I've held up your time long enough, so hope you enjoyed the video. Well, you probably didn't. This is actually really depressing now that I think about it. Can't get depressed, but I can feel this despair and all that, but that's about it. So yeah, how about if you support my thoughts and my feelings on the subject, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and remember to feed the trolls.